have also uncovered evidence that these subjects they attempted to destroy their digital fingerprints. For example, we found 2 cell phones in a nearby trash can. Those cell phones were actually crushed. We have retained those cell phones, and we do continue to exploit the data from those cell phones. We do hope that the digital fingerprints that were left by these 2 individuals will take us towards their motivation.
Yeah, all right. Again, let me give you the motivation. Islam, allegiance to ISIS, which he already knew when he said that today, because the wife had posted her allegiance to ISIS, and it was a Christmas party. Why is everybody overlooking that? The police confirmed yesterday it was a Christmas party, which doesn't fit in well with the ISIS theology. Joining us now on the panel, Carol Roth, CNBC contributor and author of New York Times bestseller, The Entrepreneur Equation, and David Goodfriend, Goodfriend Government Affairs, Democratic strategist and former aide to President Bill Clinton. All right, David, you know, the FBI aside here, and I got to tell you, even today they didn't say it was an act of terrorism. They're investigating it as an act of terrorism, which really, when I think that this is the same FBI investigating Hillary, don't make me laugh. But, you know, what is Obama and the Democrats and the media, what are they all thinking when they still refuse to call this what it is? They think Americans are going to go along with that?
Well, first of all, I love you like a brother, but the FBI knows more about law enforcement than you do.
Great.
So if they say they're looking at it,
David, I knew it was terrorism about 5 minutes, as soon as I knew the guy's name,
right.
Okay?
Okay, when you knew the guy's name. Well, let me try this one on for size. When I saw the white shooter in the Charleston church, I knew that was terrorism right away, too.
And the media called it that. And everybody else did, but they still won't call it what it is today. Why is that, David?
Well, I think it's because it's pretty self-evident that the FBI just came out with an announcement. They didn't say at first they thought it was anything other than a criminal investigation, and now they've connected the dots, and I think we should be applauding that. I don't know what you're complaining about. I think that it's actually a good thing that they said it's a terrorism.
You know what, Carol? Yesterday, as late as yesterday, the Attorney General of the United States said, it might be this hybrid between terrorism and workplace violence. It's right. A hybrid.
It's like the Prius of terrorism, right? It's unbelievable. When the terrorist act happened in France, Francois Hollande came out, said it was terrorism. Everyone here said terrorism. Everybody put up filters and flags and Je suis français and whatnot. Why is it when it happens here that we're so PC that half of the nation doesn't even realize that we had a terrorist attack on our soil?
Well,
our
there's another reason.
refuses to name it. It's absolutely insane, Steve.
Well, Carol, I want to answer that because it's a good question. In this country, we have insane shootings every day. That's the problem.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We have gang shootings every day. Gang shootings every day.
We have death and shootings in this country every day. The rest of the world looks at us like we're insane. So, of course, if there's a shooting, we're like, well, was that one of the crazy white supremacists? Was that the Planned Parenthood shooting?
Carol, let him spew his rhetoric, crazy white supremacists. I'd like to know what crazy white supremacists have committed murder compared to the Islamic terror that we face. Give me a break. Go ahead, Carol.
12 pipe bombs and a detonator left behind. I mean, come on. This is not something that happens every day in this country. And as Steve said, everybody else knew the moment this happened what it was and was happy to call it what it was. And our president still won't call it.
No, our president came out and said guns, 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 guns. Hillary, guns, NRA. They're all lunatics.
So, okay, but let me ask you this question then.
10 seconds.
Why vote against an amendment to keep someone
David,
on the terrorist list?
David,
why would you vote against that?
I'll tell you, the terrorist list is flawed, and everybody knows it. Thanks, panel. Gotta go. Brad Taylor, terrorism expert and author, is next. Don't go away. President Obama may have met with world leaders in Paris to discuss climate change, but it appears as if he's got plans of his own. The New York Times has reported that President Obama is planning to implement massive climate change regulation without ratification from Congress. This means the president is abusing his executive power to funnel global warming money at will and wherever he wants. But is there even solid science behind the global warming claim? Former Reagan White House advisor and NASA scientist John Casey says no in the compelling book Dark Winter. Inside Dark Winter, you'll see the NOAA satellite data that proves that the Earth is actually cooling. Casey exposes the global warming myth and presents you with the hard facts and figures that unmask the annual $22 billion money grab. Get John Casey's revealing book and DVD absolutely free with our special offer. That's a savings of more than $35. You can claim this special free offer by clicking on newsmax.com/global warming or by calling our toll-free number at 800-780-3417. That's 800-780-3417.